heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Ryan, he's airing it and got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Luck. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
45, Mike, 45.
Bravo.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 45.
Back to throw. Love. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
From
the red zone now, Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big... Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Margus Hunt able to get him for a loss of about 3.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. 16 yards, a first down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Ryan now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run Devontae Freeman. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. Touchdown, Falcons! Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. Third down here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on third down, Luck. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on. Check 52. 12. 52.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Luck. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On third down, Ryan. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now this throw caught left side. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they need
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, Hines. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Oh, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Matchbox white. Check 13. Check 13.
After the interception, here's Ryan. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I'm going to push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
53, Mike. I'm here all day. 51. Tighten up.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 59, ready, go. Switch, ready, set.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. So and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
21.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. 58. Come on. I'm coming. Let's go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Check 26, check 26. 11. Pilot, 64, weak. 25 tonight.
Now Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down. Ready. Black 25. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Back. 22.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4th. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. Who that? Who that? 45 the mic.
Back to throw. Luck. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. Luck again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
45. Let's go one more.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Luck now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
12.
Throwing again is Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Let's go, Mexico.
From the gun, here's Luck. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
58.
Here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Grover Stewart, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Watch twist.
Here's Ryan going up. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the return will stop right around the 25.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Throwing his lock. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on that play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Luck defers to Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Freeman again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. Undercross.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Going up, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. Here's Luck. Ebron's got it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons. Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Exit. 45, Mike, 45. Right here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He may try and run. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ryan steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They toss to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. 21. Check. Fresno. Check three.
Play action. Ryan on the move to his left. The left side completion to Jones. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
51, Sam. Ready, Sam.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the